All right guys, so you might not know this, but we get a lot of requests in email for certain videos to do certain things. And one of those videos was, hey, can you show us a comparison between the Prime Inline bows and the Envision from Elite? So today I'm going to do that. Today we have the Envision from Elite and we have the Prime Inline3, and we're gonna compare them. Let's go. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new around here, please subscribe so you don't miss anything that we're doing. We have a lot of cool videos coming up and always working on something here. So these are two titans in the industry as well. We got G5 Prime versus Elite, and this is the Envision. So these are both their 22 offerings. Both great looking bows. The Inline3 is a 33-inch axle, so slightly bigger. Where the Envision is a 31, just to give you an idea. Now Inline does make a 1, I don't have that here today, but I can show you these two together, which I thought was pretty cool. So you can see how they are different in many ways. Completely different risers, completely different cams, completely different grips, completely different pockets as well, and suppression. So they have a lot of differences between these bows. Even the limbs are different. The Inline uses a little bit, looks like a little thicker, fatter, shorter limb than the Envision. So well, let's go ahead and shoot them next to each other. You guys can just get a feel for what they look like when they shoot and their sound and some of the back wall stuff they have to offer. All right, here's the Envision. Well, it locks in very nicely, has a huge valley. It wants to go once it hits right there. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the Prime Inline3. So again, locks in nicely. Not as much of a valley, but still a decent valley there, so it keeps you locked in nicely. Okay, here we go. All right guys, the Envision from Elite, we're gonna speed test it real quick. With our setup here, we have a 29-inch draw, 70-pound bow. We are shooting a whisker biscuit with our Cobra Release Victory arrows. The first arrow is 350 grains. We'll also step it up from there, 450, 550, and 650. 350 grains.
318.
450 grains.
283.
550 grains.
258.
650 grains.
239.
And the last but not least, crazy arrow, 325 grains. Don't recommend doing this one. 325 grains.
327.
I love how it locks in nice and tight like that. All right guys, here's the Inline3. We're gonna shoot it here from Prime. It is set at 2970 pounds. First shot, 350 grains.
331.
450 grains.
292.
550 grains.
265.
687 grains.
239.
Alright guys, here's the different color options from the Envision and the Inline3. I'll let you guys read those. A ton of. Alright guys, when we're looking at the specs, it's important to note a couple really important factors. The axles are a little bit different in these bows, and the brace heights are also different. Whereas the Envision has a shorter axle and a slightly bigger brace height. The Inline3 is a larger axle with the 6.5 shorter brace height, which means it's going to be definitely a faster bow. The mass weights are pretty much identical, very close. Draw lengths are definitely different, and that shows you the difference in cams and cam systems. The Envision has a little bit more variety with a 23.5 to 30.5, whereas the Inline3 has a 26 to 30.5. As far as peak weights, the Envision will go 40 to 75, and the Inline3 can do 30 to 80, which is a huge difference there, obviously. IBO speed, the Envision's claiming 334 IBO, whereas the Inline3 claims 337 IBO. As far as the grips go, they're actually completely different, whereas the Prime uses what they call a nano grip, and inside of that they have an aerogel, which was actually created by NASA, and it's a barrier between the metal and obviously your hand, but it's going to help you with extreme temperature and all that stuff, so it's completely different. Whereas the Elite features what they call precision grip. It has a narrow throat and wider base, and they say it fits like a glove, which I do agree, it fits very, very well. But you have just a wood inlay in it, and you're touching the metal with your hand, whereas in the Prime, you're not really touching any metal. It's fully enclosed in this material. As far as the cams go, they're completely different cams. Prime uses what they call the inline can system, where they stacked all of their cables and everything in one line, which is actually pretty cool to see when you see how they developed it. And Elite uses what they call the tri-track cam, which is a very large cam, has a good profile, has a lot of adjustability inside of it, and it has really good anchor points and makes it very easy to hold that bow back at any weight. All right, so we showed you guys shooting them both side by side. We showed you guys the speed of them and the specs. So I guess, which one would you choose? Which one do you like better? Do you like what Prime can do with their inline system with this new cam system? Or do you like the comfort shootability of the Envision from Elite? Your opinion does matter. So what do you guys think? Which one would you choose? Comment below and let us know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on BowHunterPlanet.